Hello, and welcome. I'm so glad you are here with us today to talk about something incredibly important, your heart. Think of your heart as the engine of your body. It works tirelessly every second of every day, so it's vital that we learn how to take the best possible care of it. Today, we are going to explore the topic of heart attacks. This might sound like a scary subject, but my goal is to give you clear, simple information that empowers you. Knowledge is your greatest tool for staying safe and healthy. We want to remove the fear and replace it with confidence. In this discussion, we will break down everything you need to know in a very easy-to-understand way. What a heart attack is, the signs you should never ignore, exactly what to do if you think you or someone you love might be having one. We will also cover simple, practical steps you can take in your daily life to keep your heart strong for years to come. Your health journey is a marathon, not a sprint, and every small step you take makes a huge difference. Before we dive in, I have a small favor to ask. If you find this information helpful, please take a moment to click the like button. And if you want to continue receiving more health tips to help you live a better, healthier life, please consider subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you become part of a community dedicated to wellness and support. Your engagement helps us reach more people who, just like you, are looking for reliable and easy-to-understand health guidance. So, let's begin this important conversation. Listen to our bodies, understand the signals they send us, and take proactive steps to protect our precious hearts. Thank you for joining me. Let's start with the very basics. What is a heart attack? Imagine your heart is a house. It needs electricity to work. In your body, this electricity is oxygen-rich blood. The blood travels to your heart muscle through special tubes called coronary arteries. A heart attack happens when one of these tubes gets blocked. Think of it like a clog in a pipe. When the pipe is clogged, water can't get through. Similarly, when an artery is blocked, blood can't reach the heart muscle. This blockage is most often caused by a buildup of fat, cholesterol, and other substances. Those form a hard structure called plaque in the arteries. Sometimes a piece of this plaque can break off. When that happens, your body forms a blood clot around the plaque. This blood clot can grow large enough to completely block the artery. When the heart muscle doesn't get the oxygen it needs from the blood, it begins to get damaged. The longer the artery stays blocked, the more damage occurs. The medical term for a heart attack is myocardial infarction. Myo means muscle, cardial refers to the heart. Infarction means the death of tissue because of a lack of oxygen. While this sounds very frightening, the good news is that with today's modern medicine, many people survive heart attacks and go on to live full, productive lives. The key is recognizing the symptoms early and getting medical help immediately. Time is muscle, as we say in the medical field. The faster you get treatment, the less damage your heart will sustain. When people think of a heart attack, they almost always think of chest pain, and for good reason. It is the most common symptom for both men and women. However, it's often not the sudden, dramatic pain you see in movies. For many people, it starts slowly as a mild pain or discomfort. It's important to understand what this feels like so you don't dismiss it. Pressure, squeezing, fullness, aching. Some describe it like an elephant sitting on their chest. It can last more than a few minutes or go away and come back. That persistence is a major red flag. You might think it's just heartburn or indigestion. If the feeling is new or strong or just doesn't feel right, take it seriously. Pain or pressure is typically in the center of the chest or the left side. It's not a fleeting, sharp jab. It's a deeper, constant discomfort indicating reduced blood flow to the heart. Pain isn't always severe. Older adults and people with diabetes may only feel vague pressure or an ache. They may not call it pain. That's why we say discomfort. Pay attention to any new unexplained chest sensation that doesn't go away with rest or a change in position. Don't ignore it. Your body is sending a warning signal, so listen and act without delay. If you feel persistent pressure, squeezing, or pain, don't think it's probably nothing. Think this could be a heart attack. Get help now. This mindset can save your life. While chest pain is the most well-known symptom, it's critically important to be aware of other signs that can occur with or without any chest discomfort. One of these is pain or discomfort in other areas of the upper body. The pain from a heart attack can radiate or spread from your chest to other places. You might feel pain or an aching sensation in one or both arms. This is very common, often felt in the left arm, but it can happen in the right arm as well. The feeling can also travel to your back, neck, jaw, or even your stomach. Another key symptom to watch for is shortness of breath. You might feel like you can't get enough air, even if you haven't been doing any strenuous activity. This can happen right before the chest discomfort starts, or at the same time. Sometimes, shortness of breath is the only symptom a person experiences. Feeling nauseous or sick to your stomach is another possible sign. You might feel like you need to vomit. This symptom is sometimes mistaken for the flu or food poisoning. Along with nausea, you might also feel lightheaded, dizzy, or like you are about to faint. This happens when your brain isn't getting enough oxygen because your heart isn't pumping blood effectively. Finally, breaking out in a cold sweat for no apparent reason is a classic sign of a heart attack. You might be sitting in a cool room but suddenly find yourself covered in a cold, clammy sweat. This is your body's stress response to the event that is happening. Your nervous system goes into fight or flight mode, which causes this unusual sweating. If you experience a combination of any of these signs, chest pressure, pain in the arm, pain in the jaw, shortness of breath, nausea, or a cold sweat, you must assume it's a heart attack until a doctor tells you otherwise. It is absolutely essential to understand that heart attack symptoms can be different in women compared to men. While women can and do experience the classic sign of chest pain, they are more likely than men to experience other, less obvious symptoms. This is one reason why heart attacks in women can be missed or diagnosed late. Women may not have that Hollywood-crushing chest pain. Their symptoms can be more subtle and easy to dismiss as stress, anxiety, or flu. This is a dangerous mistake. The most common symptom is some type of chest pain or discomfort. For women, that discomfort may not be the most noticeable symptom. Shortness of breath, back pain, jaw pain, nausea, vomiting, pressure in the lower chest, pressure in the upper abdomen, indigestion, heartburn. This difference is important. Don't ignore these signs. Another key symptom is unusual fatigue or extreme fatigue. Not just tired after a long day, this is profound exhaustion that can come on suddenly. She might be too weak to do simple tasks like walk to the bathroom. Fatigue can start days or weeks before a heart attack. It's a sign the heart is overworking to push blood through narrowed arteries. Because symptoms can be vague, women sometimes delay help. They think they're stressed, tired, or coming down with something. They may put their family's needs first and wait to see if it passes. This is a critical error. My message to all women: listen to your body. You know what's normal for you. If you experience an unusual combo of symptoms like shortness of breath, extreme fatigue, back pain, jaw pain, dizziness, nausea, with or without chest pain, call emergency help immediately. It could save your life. If you read the symptoms we've discussed and think you or someone near you might be having a heart attack, you must act immediately. Every single second counts. The first and most important step is to call your local emergency number right away. In the United States, that number is 911. In other countries, it may be 112, it may also be 999, or another number. Know yours. Call it without any delay. Do not waste time trying to decide if your symptoms are serious enough. Let the medical professionals make that decision. After calling for help, stop all activity and sit or lie down. Find the most comfortable position. Often sitting on the floor with your back against a wall or sturdy furniture. This reduces strain on your heart. Loosen any tight clothing, like a tie, a scarf, or a tight collar on a shirt. This helps you breathe more easily and feel more comfortable while you wait. If you are not allergic to aspirin and your doctor has told you it is safe for you, you may be advised by the emergency operator to chew 1 regular strength aspirin. That's 325 milligrams. Aspirin helps to thin the blood and can help break up the blood clot that is causing the heart attack. Chewing the aspirin, rather than swallowing it whole, helps it get into your system faster. Do not take any other medication unless instructed by a medical professional. However, only do this if you are sure you are not allergic and have no condition that makes taking aspirin dangerous for you. The final step is to try to stay as calm as you can. This is very difficult when you are scared, but taking slow, deep breaths can help manage panic. If someone is with you, have them stay by your side to offer reassurance. If you are alone, try to focus on your breathing. Remember that you have done the most important thing. You have called for help. Professional assistance is on its way. Staying calm helps keep your heart rate and blood pressure from rising even higher, which reduces the workload on your already stressed heart. One of the biggest and most dangerous mistakes people make when they think they are having a heart attack is deciding to drive themselves to the hospital. You might think it will be faster, or you might not want to bother anyone or cause a scene. Please, I urge you, do not do this. Driving yourself is extremely risky. Your symptoms, such as chest pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath, could suddenly get much worse. You could lose consciousness while you are behind the wheel, causing a serious car accident that could harm you and other innocent people on the road. When you call for emergency services, you are not just calling for a ride to the hospital. You are calling for a mobile emergency room to come directly to you. Paramedics are highly trained medical professionals who can begin life-saving treatment the moment they arrive. They can give you oxygen to help you breathe, medications to help with chest pain, and other critical treatments to help stabilize your heart. They also have a defibrillator that can be used to shock the heart back into a normal rhythm if you go into cardiac arrest. The ambulance team can communicate with the hospital while they're on the way. They can transmit vital information including an electrocardiogram, an ECG, showing your heart's electrical activity. That allows the ER to prepare for your arrival. They can assemble the cardiac team and get the cardiac catheterization lab ready. That means definitive treatment, like a procedure to open a blocked artery, can start much faster than if you show up in the waiting room. Saved time directly translates to saved heart muscle. Think about it this way. Your recovery journey begins the moment you make that emergency call. By trying to drive, you delay the start of treatment. Waiting for a friend or family member to drive you also causes dangerous delays. They are not equipped to handle a medical emergency if your condition worsens in the car. Calling an ambulance is always the fastest, safest, and most effective choice. It ensures you get expert care as quickly as humanly possible. Never hesitate. Never feel like you are being a bother. Making that call is the smartest, bravest thing you can do. The best way to survive a heart attack is to never have one in the first place. The good news is that you have a great deal of power to protect your heart health. One key step: eat a heart-healthy diet. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, fish, chicken. Limit processed foods. Avoid sugary drinks. Cut foods high in saturated and trans fats. Regular physical activity is a cornerstone of heart health. You don't need to be a marathon runner. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate exercise most days. Brisk walking, swimming, cycling. Exercise strengthens your heart muscle, improves circulation, helps maintain a healthy weight and relieve stress. Managing your numbers is critical. Work with your doctor to know and control key metrics. Know your blood pressure. Know your LDL, bad cholesterol. Know your HDL, good cholesterol. Know your blood sugar levels. Finally, make healthy lifestyle choices. If you smoke, quitting is the single best thing you can do. Smoking damages blood vessels and increases heart attack risk. Manage stress through exercise, meditation, or spending time with loved ones. Get enough quality sleep. These daily choices add up to powerful protection for your heart. We have covered a lot of very important information today, from understanding what a heart attack is, to recognizing its many signs, and knowing exactly what to do. My goal was to present this in a clear, simple way that makes you feel informed and empowered, not afraid. Knowledge is your best defense. By learning the signs and committing to a heart-healthy lifestyle, you are taking active control of your well-being. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and for taking this step to learn more about your heart health. Please share this information with your friends, family, and loved ones. Spreading this knowledge can help create a more informed community, and could even help save a life. Now, I would love to hear from you. If you have a personal story about how recognizing heart attack signs made a difference for you or someone you know, please share it in the comments below. Your story could inspire and educate someone else. If you have any questions about the information we discussed today, please ask them as well. Thank you again for being here, and be well.